Welcome back to another Sonatafy Fireside Chat. Today, we're talking about a big item that's been coming up more and more, especially as more venture-backed, private equity-backed companies are coming into play, and that's fractional CTO services. Now, that's typically for companies that aren't technology companies per se, but every company today is pretty much a tech-enabled company. So with me today to talk about our fractional CTO services is none other than Sonatafy Technologies CTO, Chris Horvat. Chris, welcome.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you for having me. Yeah, this is a big one. More founders are realizing that they need strong technical leadership, but they're not always ready for or able to justify a full-time CTO. That's where the fractional CTO model comes in.
Right. And I think a lot of people assume that they're either going to go all in on a full-time CTO or go without. But the cost of waiting can be brutal. And I go back to, even if you're not a technology company, every company that's starting has a tech-enabled component.
Exactly. I've seen companies waste thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars because they built the wrong thing with the wrong people in the wrong order. A fractional CTO helps you avoid that. You're making high leverage decisions, architecture, tech stack, hiring, and those decisions shape your company for years.
So, Chris, when does it actually make sense to bring somebody in fractionally? Is there a stage that it's too early or too late?
Great question. Seed stage startups are a perfect fit. You've got investor pressure, maybe an MVP that's duct taped together, and no technical North Star. A fractional CTO can stabilize all that. Later stage companies also hit plateaus. Maybe they haven't grown fast enough, but don't have a technical voice at the exec table. Or the product needs a rebuild and no one really wants to say it.
Chris, so you're the person who could step in and call it like it is and actually lead change without the politics.
That's the idea. You get the benefit of a CTO level thinking without having to commit to a full-time salary. We help with architecture reviews, vendor selection, team structure, delivery processes. And when it's time to bring in a full-timer, we can even help hire and onboard them.
I've seen this work wonders when a founder is technical enough to get by, but they're really stretched too thin, and you don't need another dev. You need someone who's been there, who sees around the corners and can set that strategy.
Yep. And you're not just showing up to give advice. We're driving delivery, aligning with the business, making sure the tech is a multiplier, not a liability.
And that's what I love about this model. You come in, get alignment, ship results, and then make yourself obsolete. That's a win.
Exactly. Build trust, deliver value, and leave the company stronger than when you came in.